Good evening, everybody. It is April 28th, 2022. I'm phoning in the introduction tonight because, well, I'm not at my computer. I'm actually on an old phone, and I needed to have an introduction because
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into July 19th, Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout Live. We have William Dawson, Greg Guy, Sam, and Jose Photo Mix Media already in the Zoom waiting. I'll go ahead and unmute those guys, and hopefully you'll be able to hear them without me jumping through hoops tonight.
Who cares?
Yeah, really. Kind of the way my night's going. I do believe I saw the mixer move when Grumpy Greg spouted out, "Who cares?"
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
It looks good.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, really.
Everyone.
Yeah, it's good. They can hear you. I checked my volume. So I'm going to try to get comfortable. My legs are killing me. It was 86 when we started. It was 89 when we finished. We tied on the front nine. We both shot a 42 on the front nine. After 3 holes on the back nine, I was down 12 shots.
It's 77 out right now.
Needless to say, there was a lake in my way that I decided I was going to put a few golf balls in it. So I'm down 12. I'm down 12 shots after the 12th hole. I have 6 holes to make it respectable, if not actually come back to win. I made it respectable. I lost by 3. We are currently 82. So I didn't feel too bad.
You need floating golf balls.
Do what?
You need floating golf balls.
Yeah, they need to make floating golf balls, I tell you, and then they need to make a long extender to go out there and get them. But yeah, I put on that lake, the 12th goes that way, and then you come back this way, and I put 5 golf balls in that lake. I shot a 10 for the first time in my life. I shot a 10 because you got to take the penalties and whatnot and everything. I could have taken a mulligan, but I would have still ended up with about a 7. So I didn't really. I'm trying to get away from using the free mulligans. What got me started was I had about a 35-foot putt, and I made it, and that kind of put the light bulb out in my head. It said, you can still play golf. Just put that whole first, put 10, 11, 12 behind you, and then play golf. And I did. And I started winning the holes. I'd shoot it in 3, he'd shoot it in 6. So that's 3 shots right there. I'd shoot it in 3, he'd shoot it in 7. That's 4 more shots. So it got to a point where I really thought I could come back and win. And then reality set in, and I'm happy with losing by 3. I really am. As bad as I played, I deserved to lose. It'd have been sad if I'd have won. The front 9 tying, I was okay with that. It's ironic, too, because hole number 1, I shot a 3, he shot a 6, so I'm up 3. Hole number 2, I shoot a 3, he shoots a 3, so we're back to being tied. What a funny, stupid, silly game that I'm not going to play until at least next week when we get home, because the clubs are not going on vacation with us. Contrary to somebody's thinking that they might, they're not. I've been told today I'm supposed to go ahead and make all the reservations for the hotels, buy the tickets and everything. So it's looking pretty good for us right now. Jose, you want to run the show?
Yes.
Take over. The show is yours to run. I'll be back here in the background resting.
I think you can. So not that I have full control. Just where should I start? I have a photo session this coming weekend, Saturday, and it's a quinceañera, and I will be sharing those photos after the next week. Maybe when you're back, Ken.
Now that's a quinceanera you're doing?
Yes.
Did I pronounce it halfway close to right?
Yeah, you did pronounce it decent enough.
Cool. That's what, 16th birthday?
It's the equivalent of 16, but it's a 15.
Oh, okay.
Same notion, same idea.
Gotcha. I'll be quiet now. It's your show.
Oh, well, thank you, still. And I'm always curious. Ever since George. Well, I know he walked away, but anyways, is this the thing that you guys were talking about a couple of days ago? This big event going on, William and George. This was going to happen this weekend or so. The takeover.
Somebody discussed this? Wait a minute.
Unfortunately, we're like ever cartoon. You never get the power to do it.
Oh, I can rotate hosts. That's fine. So, have I discussed this in the past or something, or did I forget, or what's going on? I probably have. I probably have forgotten.
This Alex about Pinky in the Brain.
I know what Pinky in the Brain is. I do know that cartoon. Kids used to watch it.
Never heard of it.
The guy wanted to take over the world, if I remember right. That was the entire premise of the show.
And something always went wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you see my email today?
I did. That's got me perplexed as to why you're, number one, getting them, and number two,
four times I got it.
Okay, I'm resigning as host. I don't. I'm not getting the reason I'm resigning as host is because I don't have the video background that George and Ken has.
You're not signed in. That's why.
I am.
do you want it?
Okay. I get the glue. I know what to do.
I can send that to you if you want it.
Yeah, when you have time. No rush.
Oh, I'm not the host, so I got time.
Looks like the mothership's looking for the lost passengers.
Yeah, talking about the mothership, I'm waiting for Sam to on the Sam's video feed here to see the real UFO. Zoom by and everything, but I'm not.
You never know. It might.
Here's a question for you, Sam. Ever since you started live streaming this feed, have you ever captured anything?
Anything what? Like, other than just the river?
Yes, anything, something that does not belong here on planet Earth.
Uh,
Like,
nope.
oh, so that rules out fish and raccoons and rabbits. Okay.
And skunks. Yeah, nope.
And skunks,
Sorry.
yes.
Yep,
So
I
What
Jose,
about
I sent check your Facebook
haven't seen any
messages. I sent it
ETs.
to you.
Sorry.
what about flying naked women?
Nope. Haven't seen any of those either.
Darn.
Do you happen to know what season there are flying naked women? I need to be in that area during that time frame.
I'll let you know.
I'll temporarily take over hosting while Jose goes and grabs the picture. Oh, you know what? I'll hand it over to somebody else. Who wants it next? Flip a coin. Greg, you want to be host?
Don't give a crap.
Wow.
That means if he takes over, this stream is going to go to hell.
Sure.
Like, it can only go up, right? I mean, so I have plans for this background. I really am very grateful and thankful that Greg sent it to me. And I have plans, and it's going to really test my ability on editing or not. And there's a couple problems with it that I see. Number one, it's got a triangular sort of elongated face. And I don't know if I want to try to cut the eyes out and keep the eyes intact and work around that or what. But not going to happen tonight. Not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen until next week. But as soon as I seen it, I mean, the bells, my two gray matter cells up here were talking to one another. So there we go. Look at this. We're going to, you guys, you know, I hate to say it because he's probably listening, but do I see this coming up on Saturday as was suggested earlier, like yesterday?
Why not?
Oh, yes. That would be so funny.
Wow.
Especially if we could all put the word Doug Betts above the guy's head.
Well, I was not thinking about using Doug's picture, but I am going to try to see if I can track that, mask that, keep the eyes intact, and get everything else to do what I want. It's going to be it'll be a challenge. This will be probably the biggest thing I've bitten off yet as far as DaVinci goes. All right, Jose, or you got it downloaded and ready to throw it into your background?
Yes.
Okay? I'm giving you the host back, so you be the host again.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Were you sending that photo of you and Mrs. K eating at McDonald's to the Zoom homies and to Facebook?
No, only to Facebook. I never sent it to the Zoom homies. I actually shared it on Facebook. So that's so perplexing that you've gotten it 4 times. I mean, getting it once is bad enough, but you've gotten it 4 times.
Robert does the same thing. 3 or 4 copies.
Huh. Yeah, I'm going to double check on the messenger. No, in fact, I know I didn't send it on the messenger. I just shared it on, it showed up in my memories and it said, do you want to share it or not? So I did. I mean, how ironic is it that our first meal was at a McDonald's? That's just really, should have bought a lottery ticket that night.
Does she like McDonald's?
It's all right from time to time. I mean, we grew weary of it once we got there because that's all we ate for about a week. Yeah, she's a big chicken sandwich fan. She loves chicken nuggets, which I personally can't stand.
I like chicken nuggets. I usually wind up overcooking them by about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, we don't ever buy nuggets. She just likes a McDonald's nuggets. We'll catch up on chat. Tony says he's not Jeff. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going to make sure the next time I do something like that, she knows exactly what's going on so we don't have any confusion on, yeah. And I don't want anyone to be offended. I don't plan on sharing anything until we get back from vacation. We've talked about it, and this is going to be some of our time to get out and do something that we want to do. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again tonight. I'm going to say it again tomorrow night. That if it's an emergency, get a hold of me. If it's a true emergency, and the person I have the most problem with that's probably going to be Alex. I need to make sure he understands true emergency. If I don't answer, I'm either busy, just like today. I put my phone on mute so I can play golf, and I had 4 or 5 messages when I got done. 3 of them were from Mrs. K, so hopefully she understood. But we want to get away, and I think it'll be a good thing. I think I need a break from this. I think you guys need a break from me. I think the show needs a break. Although it's been proposed that I might let someone run the show, and I will contemplate that and let this person know if I'm going to do that or not. I trust him. I do trust this person. And if I did that, I think what I'm going to do is say, hey, cut it back to a half hour. Don't go the full hour. See what happens. And hell, if it gets better ratings, I'm going to do that all the time. I'll rotate hosting of my show to you guys. One thing that Doug and I have in common, and Jose, I don't mean to take over, but one thing Doug and I have in common is I too want my show to grow. I really do. I'm not going to hit in the next 11 days or 12 days. I'm not going to get 60 more subscribers. That's not going to happen. If I'm at 400 by the end of the year, I will be pleased. All right, Jose, it's all yours.
Thank you. Yeah, George, I have a question. Where do you got this video on your background?
I mean, my background,
Yes.
I just got it off the internet. I think I searched alien MP4, if I remember right.
Interesting. I thought you had direct line to Mars.
No, but I got a direct line to Lowe's. I got my threshold. I ordered it off Amazon on the 8th, I think it was, and they haven't sent me anything. I've been watching it every day, and they said 17 to 21 August was the delivery date. I said, no, cancel it. I went to Lowe's and got one. And I got a couple cool air return vents to put up above my son's bedroom door to increase the airflow. I'm going to try and get those installed tomorrow. I'm going to stain this, let it sit for a couple days, and paint the back of it a couple of times so it doesn't rot out as fast. The other one lasted 12 years.
I like Williams, and that doesn't look like that's coming from the Chrome cam. I don't see any watermarks on that.
No, that's just that's the alien
Yeah,
disc jockey.
I saw that one. I remember her dancing.
That would throw Doug off if everybody shows up with an alien background going.
Yeah, I'm not sure Zoom is going out over to YouTube. I was hearing Greg talk, but then I heard you laugh and then I didn't hear nothing else.
We didn't say nothing.
Okay. I guess Ken just laughed at nothing.
I do that a lot, Chris. You just don't know it.
I think I'm gonna sue myself.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I have to talk to Gary Weisenberger about that.
About suing yourself?
Yep. William didn't see it. I don't think he saw.
Mr. Attorney at Law.
Let me know if you win.
Listen to this, William. Man sues himself and wins. A Kentucky man who threw a boomerang that flew back and hit him on the head has sued himself for $300,000. Oh, 2.32 million and won. And astonishingly, it will not cost him a cent because all the money he won comes from his insurance company. I wonder if that's true.
Okay. Knowing the way of business is done, probably is true.
Okay, all these aliens are kind of looking scary, freaking me out.
Have we found one for you? Aliens arrive desert.
Well, just wait until they make contact to you, Chris.
What'd you say, Jose?
Just wait until they make contact with you.
Make contact with me.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen during the solar storm, I guess.
Jose got his background working. Now, if we get Chris to work, get it to Chris. we got aliens over in chat now. That's funny. That is funny.
The same background when Alex gets on board.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll get on board with it if he joins us. I mean, again, like I said before we got started, he lately hadn't been joining the stream. Got to Google something real quick.
Tonight's Wednesday night too.
Right, church. So it should be 8:23. He's an hour behind.
He's been occupied with church lately.
He goes Wednesday, twice on Sunday. Sometimes the Wednesday services are really, really short, like half hour or less. And sometimes they seem to last a little longer. But then he goes home and eats.
That's how Wednesday services usually are.
Quick.
Well, some churches. Not really mine, but
I wonder if Alex knows the name.
I'm researching something over actually on Walmart. I'm trying to find something for my mom's birthday tomorrow. We've been given a laundry list of things, which I think is funny, but Well, it says that. Oh no, they got to ship them. Okay. Is there not a way? Yeah, you click on in store, right? Yeah. All right, Jose, it's all yours. Take it away. I'm gonna be quiet now. In fact, I'm gonna mute the Yeti. I'm muted right now.
Cool. Thanks. I better stop doing this editing here because editing on my photos because this is what is taking some time from speaking and being the host. Um. Oh, then take me to.
It's tough. You want to tag team off and let someone else take it for a minute?
Yeah. Yes, please. That would be nice.
All right. Do we have any volunteers other than Greg?
No,
William,
Uh,
would you
Why
like?
not?
Go ahead, take it for a minute or two. All yours. I'll shut up. William Dawson is now your host, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's going down. Uh, barely hear you guys.
go check my dinner.
Whatever you're having, send some my way, please. Go ahead, William. The show is all yours. Take her away.
Sam, so what are you up to now?
Not much. Still car shopping.
You need a bottle when you go car shopping.
What do you mean?
After you get done spending all day looking at the dealerships, to forget about what you're looking at, what they try to tell you in lies.
Are you looking online and then head out to the dealership, or are you going straight to the dealership and looking at the cars there?
Look online first.
I'm just looking online. I haven't even touched a car yet.
Yep, that's Rick Lakes wants to know. Oh wait, I'm not the host. I'll be quiet.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see which Rich Lakes mess we're at. That's nuts, or
Oh, what kind of car?
Yeah, he says, "What are you looking for?" And I just said, "You're looking to buy a car," but I think he
Yeah.
meant what kind of car.
Yeah. Looking for a really, really good condition used car, or um, a new car that is cheap. I know that's difficult, but it's possible.
I bought my son a 2020 Honda Elantra last November from a local dealer. Only had 37,000 miles on it, mint condition.
I probably have my last vehicle.
I've got my last vehicle, had it for 24 years.
Mine's paid for, and my mother's car is paid for.
One problem I'm having is used cars are still $20,000, and this one I'm looking at has 68,000 miles on it. They still want that much for it.
Uh,
They've gone up a lot.
Yep.
have you
And
looked at some of the mechanics in the area? See, they got cars they got for sale.
I don't want any car that has been driven on New York roads
A rust belt.
for 5 years. It has to be like, it would have to be in near perfect condition, not a speck of rust on it for me to want to buy a used car from a mechanic.
Yeah, if you watch,
Come for the
watch,
staff and do it.
What's that?
But
That's going to be a hard thing to find as far as used goes.
It'll have to be out of state.
Hmm. But do you have to meet New York emission standards?
Of course.
When my brother bought his pickup truck, he had one shipped in from North Carolina, one shipped in from, I want to say, Denver, I believe it was, and I forget. They all three that he had the tested and actually owned for about a week until he finally got the one he wanted were all from out of state. Do you have a CarMax in your area?
Yeah, it's up in Rochester is the closest one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so you might want to look into that. I mean, there was no cost for them to do. There was no cost to him for them to do that, which I found really interesting. That's got to be not a good way to run business. All right, William, it's all yours again. I'm out.
there's something called Carvana too.
Oh no, they have been getting in trouble lately for not sending people's paperwork out in a timely
Oh.
manner.
Yeah, I've heard that. I forgot.
And that's the problem with some of those online car places that you got to rely on them to do the paperwork.
No, when I finally decide, I'm gonna go right to. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna do any contract signing online or anything. I'm gonna do it in person.
yeah,
Oh, and the salespeople love to know the amount of your pre-approval. Well, they're not going to find out from me. They want to stuff every fee and extra onto your purchases they can, so they can make all that money. Well, I just told them I have enough to buy the car I want. We'll leave it at that. And they're like,
do like I did. I just had Navy Federal write a check.
that's a good idea.
Navy Federal's open to all veterans.
Oh, I know. That's how I got my pre-approval.
Uh,
I have a check from them. It's not for the exact amount, but the dealership can't go over that amount
yeah,
unless I pay for the extras myself, of course.
What extras do they have that you really need?
How dealerships try to offer you, premium floor mats or some nonsense like that
yeah.
for $400.
Or undercoating for $1,000 doesn't work.
Anyway, because new cars have built-in undercoating. Anyway, the only time you put undercoating on a vehicle is when that manufacturer's undercoating is wearing away.
Yeah. Eric,
But
Eric at South Main Auto showed a couple of videos where the manufacturer's undercoating was just peeling away. He could pick it off with his fingers. And water gets under there and it holds it, it starts rusting.
yep. But
He recommends doing a fluid film every other year.
yeah, I agree with. Yeah, you don't want to do the dealership's undercoating though, because that's not a quality job.
Now,
You want to go to a paint shop, body shop, or whatever, and get it done. They know
yeah,
what they're. You don't go to a regular mechanic for that. Go
yeah,
to a specific person.
yeah, somebody that's knowledgeable. Get in under the doors, inside the frame, all those areas.
Yeah, they'll also try to tell you that they'll, you know, put the coating over your seats or whatever, the spray
Yeah,
on coating. You can just buy that at auto shop for
yeah,
like
Scotch
bucks.
guard.
Yeah, Scotch Guard. You could buy that, do that yourself. You don't need to do. Yeah, so they try to throw in all those little extras or whatever, and you gotta if you're on a budget, you need to tell them no to those things, of course.
In Florida, it's not exactly the undercoating that fails. It's water it builds up in the door.
Salt air.
You know what the magical solution is?
Drill holes in the bottom of the door.
Yep. I'm not kidding. The trunk too.
I've heard of it.
You use chainsaw oil. Put it in a sprayer and spray the crap out of everything you can. That's what Eric O says he uses.
Oh, for waterproofing.
He gets in all the doors, trunk, the hood, fenders.
Does it leave a film behind on the surface, the metal?
Yeah, it takes about a year for it to dry up.
But the main problem is after a few years, the sun beats the weather stripping down that they put to seal the glass and around the trunk.
It's not too hard to replace, just little push-in tits. Got to clean it real good before you put it in. And the trick to slowing that down is you put some Armor All or vinyl protectant on the trunk seal and your weather stripping. I do it twice a year.
By the same line that we did with on the bandsaw. You take the bed and put paste wax on it, especially if you're cutting something big and heavy.
I have something to share in a minute. A different note.
I gotta check my meatballs.
Asus takes over everything about Intel's current and future Nook mini PCs.
So ASUS is becoming the Inuk supplier.
Do what now? Yeah, Asus.
ASUS is going to be the new Nook. Are they keeping the same name from what you read?
Probably so. I got it sent from it's all I got sent on my phone. It's hard for me to read on a phone.
Probably because Nook is a known brand name.
Probably the mini PC line is probably gonna keep Nook. And then the regular, I guess Asus still makes regular desktops.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they're going to drop everything just to keep that going. Just add it right to along with their other production. Probably some third party Chinese or Taiwan company who make them and stick the name on.
I also saw something about Spectrum cable is going into the fixed wireless.
Yeah, that's what the last guy a couple months ago told me, that Spectrum is going to start pushing the wireless TV, stop replacing the boxes, and stop issuing the boxes.
Oh, so it's going, yes, okay. Well, you know, years ago, I don't know if it was in Florida, if they had it in Florida or not, but they had something in Georgia. This was analog though. It was called wireless. It was actually wireless cable. You had an antenna that, like a microwave antenna that
Yeah,
pointed to a tower somewhere.
but I understand they're going. When he said it, they're going to drop. I guess people with old analog style TVs will have to have some sort of box. But the smart TVs, they're going to push the TV over the internet, over Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I can see a lot of routers being sold to replace people with very old routers. Or Spectrum's going to be putting a lot of their routers in their homes.
Well, at my church, the fixed wireless there has the same. Well, I used to have that modem. I had to change modems, but it's pretty much the same UVerse modem that they use for the fixed wireless. There was a lot of problem. We had a lot of problem with that fixed wireless at church, though. I don't know what's wrong with it.
If they try to tell me I have to use their router, I'm going to say, no, I keep using my router.
Should be no reason why couldn't use your own router. I know AT&T don't like it when you use your own, but you can go in there and disable the wireless.
Yeah, bridge it out.
Do what now?
Bridge out their router.
Yeah, you could disable the wireless.
Yeah.
I thought about getting another one since AT&T don't update their.
Don't update their what?
They sent me one that's out of date probably. All they do is update the software.
They might have updated at 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning when most people aren't online.
Yeah, but the hardware's what's old.
Yeah. But it depends on what speed you get too. You pay for that, if it can handle it or not. But you're right, they probably will update it as they push out faster packages.
Hey, I did see something interesting though. You know, in my town, closest town, they got an old AT&T office, and you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a building.
Yeah.
I guess the operators and all used to work there when they had that kind of service, but yesterday, I think it was, there was a truck, a 18-wheeler that pulled out of the parking lot there. And today I saw some trucks working, like there were people there working. So they might be putting in new equipment.
Yeah, they might be ready to move to fiber.
It could be because that truck, I don't know what all it had, but it had, I couldn't, it was a big 18-wheeler truck though that pulled out. So obviously they had a huge delivery.
Fiber would be the logical thing you think they're going to.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be going to fiber in your area?
I don't know. The electric company is supposed to be running it. They already working on it. They might be through next year or whatever, but I don't know about AT&T.
Oh, they got the electric company running the fiber cable under the streets.
Yeah, well, not in town, just in the rural area. And some towns is in, but it hadn't got this far north yet. That's what I'm saying.
It sounds like they're using the same crews that the power company uses to do maintenance.
Yeah,
Makes sense. They got all the tools. They know the area. Because I'm pretty sure that there's areas in where you live in Georgia that have certain things buried deep and certain things buried shallow.
yeah.
And they know about where everything's buried in the area.
There is there's some power lines that run not too far that run across the state, but there's it's been several years ago. They run a cable under the ground under those power lines, along those power lines under the ground. I don't know what kind of cable it was, but
Do you have a lot of new houses where there are no wires above ground?
not really. Most of them are above ground.
Hard to know then.
Just in town, there's where they I don't see AT&T running fiber in town though, because they got the cable company. Unless I don't know, they may.
You know the government's wants to get high-speed internet to everybody,
Yeah, I heard that.
and they're spending the money to do it. I still see 5 to 10 years before they even get down here. Although I could see easy paths to run down center's neighborhoods here, since they have utilities like telephone, water, power, and all that have a 3-foot easement on either side of the property line on most of the newer houses with 57 forwards.
Yeah,
We at 56 and before, you don't have the easements. There are a lot of people here that don't understand what the word easement means.
yeah, I know.
They can come on the property, walk in that zone, do anything they want, and you can't stop them. Because it's built into the rules that that's their property to do with what they want for that little zone.
Flat train tracks.
Yeah.
They have so many feet that's theirs. If it runs across your property,
They can do anything they want to up to the legal limits.
but I wonder if the cell phone companies, they pay people to rent some of their land to put up a tower. What about light lines that run across people's land? I wonder if they pay people for that too.
They might pay for the towers that go up, Chris, but as far as the wires themselves go, I doubt it. But maybe the towers. All right, I'm going to temporarily take back over and give a shout out to everybody for being here. I can't see chat, so it's just going to be the generic thanks everyone. And Mrs. K sends me a text as I'm trying to end the show. Imagine that. We have, for the entire time, she's not texted. Now that I'm trying to end the show, she sends me a text. So she just wait. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow night will be basically the same thing, or it's going to be a short show. And now she's sending me another text. So thank you. If you want to join Zoom, let me know, and I'll remember to show the credentials one of these days. And been a long day. William, you're the host. Do you have anything you want to say before I end the show? Jose, do you want to add anything to it? Going once. I'm going to press the button and end the stream. Sam, you got anything you want to add before I end it? I was waiting, believe it or not, but I have this on. So good night. Oh, what's up with my green screen? Oh, Alex is in there. That's what's wrong with it. Good night, everybody.